So, the Boston Celtics have acquired Gordon Hayward in a free agent signing. It should be a great acquisition for their team. Boston has definitely made a lot of moves this summer, but will Gordon Hayward be that missing piece that takes the Boston Celtics over the top into the NBA Finals, dethroning the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have clearly been the best team in the East? Is Gordon Hayward that player? I want to know what you guys think about that. Gordon Hayward, star player, young, just signed 4 years, what was it, $128 million with the Boston Celtics. We'll talk about that a little bit. This is Oh No's, and there's another episode of the Webstream. And you're rocking with your boy, Snickerbox O. So what do y'all feel about Gordon Hayward? Now, me personally, I've always liked Gordon Hayward. Like, I remember I started following him, I think, his junior year when he was at Butler. And that was a year, I mean, this guy, I remember seeing him, tall, kind of lanky guy, but he had handles. He had like a decent ball handling skill for his size. And I thought that was unique skill set for him to have. And he could shoot. He can score, decent passer. On offense, he had a decent all-around game, and it looked like he had the size of that forward spot that you could probably groom him to be a decent defender. Like I told y'all before, my favorite team was the Houston Rockets. I was hoping, because there wasn't a lot of buzz about him. That was the year that he took Butler, he led them to, he was actually coached by Brad Stevens at Butler. That's the unique thing about this whole Gordon Hayward to Boston thing. That was Brad Stevens was actually his college coach, and I think that's very unique. And we'll kind of talk about that a little bit too. But yeah, Gordon Hayward, I remember that was the year he led Butler to the finals, and they lost. He had a last second heave that he did from like half court, and it almost went in. Like it went kind of in, and then it hit the backboard or something like that, and it came out though. Like it almost went in. It was a dope game. And Gordon Hayward, I was like, you know what, this guy, he has star potential. I think he left college early, and then I was hoping that he would fall to us in the draft. And I'm not a scout for the Rockets, but I don't even know if he was really on their radar because there wasn't a lot of buzz about him. But Utah ended up taking him. I remember saying that I wanted us to take Gordon Hayward, and one of my homies was like, man, y'all already got Chandler Parsons, like, not even Chandler Parsons. He said we had another cat. Man, I forgot his name. It was a dude who he used to be like a dunker. I can't remember his name though. He was in a dunk contest. But yeah, they were like, "Oh man, you already got him," and I think we already had Parsons too, or something like that. But I was like, "Yo, this guy right here though, this guy is the truth in my mind." I was thinking this guy can be a very good NBA player. So, fast forward to now, he's getting offered, he gets signed a 4-year, $128 million contract. He's making like Kobe money pretty much. You know what I'm saying? He's making that Kobe money. So, Gordon Hayward ended up, being a good NBA player. It took him a little longer than I thought. I thought, he would come in the league and just be one of those kind of players that kind of takes the league unexpectedly, like kind of, just comes out and shines. But it took him a little longer. It appears like he was groomed over in Utah. And the thing that sucks about it, though, is that you groom these players up, and bam, they can just leave like that, to the greener pastures. That's pretty much all this was. I know he's going to use I think he did something, so he wrote something to the Tribune, because this story leaked earlier in the day, and then his camp came out and denied it, his agent, but pretty much everyone knew already. It was just more so him, trying to make that splash on the Players Tribune, but this didn't work out in his favor. This time it got leaked out first, his decision. I hate when they do that, though. They make you wait to the 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? And, it's been like this is like the third player who's done it each year. I think LaMarcus Aldridge did it. KD did it, of course, and now Gordon Hayward. So, but it's all good. Pretty much a lot of people anticipated him going to Boston. Bradley Stevens, that connection. I think he's using that more so as the unfinished business kind of thing. But I just think that it's more so he's just going there because he feels like that's the better fit for him, and it's the more opportunity for him to win a championship. Going to the Eastern Conference. You know what I mean? Look at the star power in the West. Look at the star power in the West and look at it in the East. It's clearly, you know what I'm saying? It's the weaker conference, the better opportunity for him to go to the NBA championship. And all you got to do is get there, and then, anything can happen once you get there. So, but, more power to him. Hopefully he has success in Boston, and hopefully, for me, I don't care about Utah. I mean, they're in the Western Conference, so, I don't need no more good, because they were an up-and-coming team. So I don't need no more, good teams, trailing coming from the back to take us down. I hate when my team doesn't make the playoffs. Like, it just sucks to watch the team you're rooting for them and they're not going to go to the postseason. So, yeah, if all these little up-and-coming teams, I hope they break them down. You feel me? And break them ones down from the top, too, so my squad can get up to the top. But, yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this. I mean, Gordon Hayward, I say, man, star player, star talent, and he'll definitely be one of the top players in the Eastern Conference. He'll be one of the top players. So it's business-wise, it's pretty good for him. And Boston has made moves. They got a dope rookie, Tatum. I was watching him hoop the other day. He has a decent game to him as well. Of course, they have Jaylen Brown, and we know about Bradley, Thomas, Horford. I heard they're shopping Marcus Smart, which was kind of wild because Marcus Smart he's a good contributor, 6-man kind of player. I mean, he could be a starter in the league, but he's more so a 6-man for them. And it's crazy because when the news officially came out, he welcomed Marcus Smart. He welcomed Gordon Hayward on social media, welcome, whatever. And but the rumors were already coming out that he was on a trade block after Gordon Hayward signed. So, I mean, that was kind of ironic, funny, but it sucks for him if that's true. Now, there was a little funny kind of, I don't know, back and forth. Well, not even a back and forth, but basically on social media, you had what's his name? Rudy Gobert, whatever his name is, the center for Utah. Decent guy, decent defender, shot blocker. Then you had, I guess it was Whiteside from Miami, somebody from Miami, and then you had Isaiah Thomas from the Celtics. They kind of got into a little something on social media where they were posting where Gordon Hayward should go. So they were using emojis, and they were, talking Isaiah was talking about. I think Gobert was saying he called the other teams garbage or whatever with emojis, and then he put a championship by the Jazz. So they responded with Isaiah Thomas. The Celtics got 1 million championships, so he put there's a whole bunch of million, a bunch of trophies by his emoji for the Celtics, and the Jazz. I don't think they have any. And then you have what's his name, Whiteside. He put with the Heat got 3, so he put 3 championships by the Heat, and then he since a certain year, so it made it look better for the Heat. He didn't go with total championships, and then of course the Jazz 0. So I thought that was funny, man. I thought that was funny. I'm sure that they were just playing around, they weren't taking it really too serious. But Rudy Gobert, I saw him. He was playing like Chris Brown, saying these hoes ain't loyal when he found out the news, I guess. So I guess they're all having fun with this, man. And it's cool to see the players interacting with each other. If it's just joking or if it's not. I mean, shit, if it's not, then they're going to handle that on the court. But I think it's just all fun and games. But let me know what y'all think about this Gordon Hayward acquisition. Like I said, I think it will help the team. And I think it's not going to take them over the top. He's not better than LeBron, but they're adding pieces. If they can keep them all together, like Golden State has managed to do, shit, they can be dangerous in the East. So, Gordon Hayward can only get better. And, Avery Bradley, he could probably improve. And, they can really make some noise out East. But if they keep them together, it's going to become costly. You can ask Golden State. And they might even try to add more people. So if they do that, because I know they have another draft pick in the bag is waiting for next year. I think it's Brooklyn's pick again. So, if that happens, look out. That's all I'll say. But I'm not expecting huge things from them. They were the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference last year already. So, only thing that can happen to make it better than that is to go to the NBA Finals. But we'll see how that goes. So y'all be cool, man. Let me know down in the comment box. I appreciate you for listening. And leave me a comment down in the comment box. Let me know what you think about this acquisition. In the meantime and in between time, y'all be cool. Stay up. Peace.